Hello, hello. Welcome to the next episode. Last one was quite crazy on stream. A lot of crazy reveals and all that. So, if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check it out. Their link is in the description, or you know where to find these. So, you're
that looks
smart
good.
cookie. But yeah, let's go ahead and fill these in real
Very
quick,
nice.
and then we'll continue. Come on. Here.
I wonder who painted this. Sarah will like that.
All right. Book club.
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. Let's get this started.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
That makes no sense. Why say Queen of Royal Blood?
You're right. I can't believe I missed that. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
It is obvious. They put her in Crash's suit.
Exactly. Crash won't need it to survive because they're within the Bubble City. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
I had
So,
no idea.
Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
I have no idea what they were talking about.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
It would be a shame if Nico heard you say that.
Nice try. She knows what I think of her taste in movies. Besides, I said it to her face last week.
What did she say?
Don't make me magic all your books into screenplays, unpublished screenplays. In the face of a threat like that, I'm not too proud to admit I backed down. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning, for all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
Truly? I have no idea.
Come on, Hunter. You're sharper than that. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You are no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You calling it?
Yes, I am done.
Peace.
All right. Well, that was that was a interesting book. Extracurricular activities. Attend all Abbey Club meetings in a single campaign. Ah, nice. So we have no more club meetings.
The old gods have been waiting for a new champion, and now they finally have one. It may not feel like it, dear, but you've done something extraordinary here. Finishing the trials is no easy task.
I could not have done it without my faithful companion, or my most trusted advisor.
I'm glad you've stayed humble, but now, I think it's time we finally got to the heart of all this. Where Wanda and I failed, you can now tread without fear. The door is waiting for you, Hunter.
Will you be there with me?
Of course, dear. I'll be damned if I'm going to miss the chance to see that thing blown to pieces. It's the closest I'll ever get to revenge.
And once we are on the other side?
Presumably we'll get some answers, but I don't want to make any assumptions at this point. I'll see you at the gate in Lilith's garden when you're ready, Hunter.
Oh, are we going somewhere?
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Cthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondergore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
The casualties Transia has suffered these last few days. We will avenge each and every one of them.
I really hope we can.
Well, it is not a matter of can, Wanda. We must. The world depends on it. Literally.
Whatever it takes to stop your mom, right?
Whatever it takes.
I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
There is a reason my mother wanted you.
Oh yeah? I'm not so sure that's a good thing.
Just embrace who you are.
That's the last thing most of the people here think I should do.
Maybe so, but it is the only way to gather the courage it will take to face Lilith again and survive.
So, like, fight her darkness with mine?
It is the only way to win.
Yeah, it is. Thanks. I needed that kind of resolve. Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because she's
ancient
going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
try
of
to stop
Transia,
it, but-
decimating a
We
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the
Robbie.
base of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can
These
say it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Okay. So let's head over.
Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Nothing can stand in his way.
This journal.
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide.
What's over here? Finding journals. We need 2 more.
Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Ashtur?
I always respected Ashtur, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden, this was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. straight from the Great Shadow himself, Cathan. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the Mother of Demons.
That cannot be what happened.
I know it's difficult to understand now, and that fault lies entirely with me.
Cathan made her into a monster?
She paid a heavy toll for her sacrifice.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey, from you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo.
Reward, summon Charlie. Oh! Okay. So, a little bit of spoilers. If you are going the light route, you get that automatically. Interesting.
Set regards no obstacles.
Hey, look, this is our final symbol. Nice. Remember we were trying to find that one for... Okay, so I wonder... Yeah. We'll just wait, but we can teleport over here now. Oh, we can't?
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
Yeah.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Nice. so we have that. That. Oh, really? That is funny. Just standing stones. Mystery complete. Alright. I'm not gonna open these because we already have maxed stuff. So I think it'll be just futile to just try to open those. Who do we need to talk to? Oh.
Let me guess. You came to rub it in? Tell me the Midnight Suns are just a bunch of Hero Academy dropouts who are in over their heads?
I'm not here to rub anything in. I came here to say, I thought what you did back there was brave. And bold.
Yeah, right. You mean brave and stupid?
You weren't being stupid. You did what you thought was right. Sometimes, we can do everything in our power to stop a bad thing from happening and still fall flat on our faces. Just keep your chin up and remember, failure is an essential part of the superhero gig. I mean, look at me. I haven't exactly been batting 1,000 these days, but that doesn't seem to have slowed down my ego any.
Well, wait. Are you, like, actually being nice to me?
Well, nothing like impending doom to bring people together. But seriously, I admire what you tried to pull off back there. Took a lot of guts. Maybe next time, you'll get the glory.
Thanks, Tony.
Anytime, Nico.
Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lola still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
I, for one, regret nothing we did back there, and neither should you.
Too bad it was all in vain.
We do not know that yet.
Yet, you saw what happened. Now, ancient ugly squid god is gonna arrive any moment to feast on our souls.
Nico, I am not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, that was fun, so let's go ahead and take a nap and see what the next day brings.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
Next time, I will use a bigger mountain.
Say what you must, but I saw the hesitation in your eyes. Besides, you won't get another chance. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
When the time comes, my hand will not hesitate.
I pray it does not. You have come a long way, child. Standing before me with such conviction, such belief. You look a lot like him, you know.
What? Wait, I thought we could not talk about him here.
Ugh,
God, no, not him. Him. Your father.
I have never heard you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside
That would be
us.
cool.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the midnight sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Talk to Agatha.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
I could always count on your wisdom.
Really? I always feared I was flying by the seat of my broom. Did I tell you I had one of those in the 1960s? Quite comfortable.
A seated broom? Where is it now? Can I see it?
Lost in the chaos of an unforgettable music festival. It was a wild year.
A shame. So, what troubles you?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... Despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless.
Just reveal yourself.
I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
Okay.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor?
Was that the time we fought the 20-foot-tall robot?
Alright, cool.
Hey, Doc. I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I could
Complete
create
the
a large-scale
Scarlet
moving
Witch.
platform? We could get
Oh.
those poor people out of transient. in
That's
no
easy.
time.
Are there any curses I should be aware of?
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony. How may I assist you today? Sometimes I even impress myself.
Still nothing on Wanda.
Allow us to assist you. Simple yet effective.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot. It all bleeds together after a while.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
The legend walks among us.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe?
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
You do not need to apologize to me or anyone else.
Yes, I know you're right. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
Well, I know she would not want you to throw in the towel before the fight is finished.
No, she wouldn't. She would want us to give it every ounce of strength we have left.
Then let us do just that. Let us kick Lilith's ass back to hell. Show her who is the better sister.
I've been wanting to do that since 3rd grade.
The blood had 3rd grade?
I meant that figuratively. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Chthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
MJ, can you please drive by May's house and make sure she's okay? If she turned on the news, she's probably scared. I know you're upset too. Everyone's in the same boat.
This is the first time I've been here since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
I have nothing to add. But soon, I promise.
That's all I ask. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel, I don't know, anything at all. Instead, I'm just numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
If you want to talk about it, I will listen.
Thank you, but I don't want to distract from what I'm sure will be a busy day for you.
It is no trouble.
I know. But also, I need to figure it out for myself before I can talk about it. If the offer's still open later, I'll take you up on it.
I understand.
Well, I should get back to my studies.
Alright, let's invite her to, Haven.
Buenazua.
Shady Valley.
Wanda, why does magic have such a strong connection to you?
When she first arrived, she rarely left her room. After a week, I slipped a note under her door. It said, "I am Wanda, and I will never lie to you. Now come out, you are being a..." Well, I thought it was Russian slang for party pooper.
What did you actually say?
You are being a horse's ass. Ugh. I should never have trusted that website.
So what happened?
For a moment, nothing. Then she burst out laughing and opened the door. We have been close ever since.
When you were under Lilith's power, she never gave up on you.
I know. Her friendship was one of the few threads holding me together. In the end, we helped each other through difficult times. But that's what friends do, yes?
That is what we do.
Alright, let's think. Was something about Captain Marvel. I thought I had something for that's Ghost Rider. Snacks, Canada, and the poor. Progress. I thought I had something for Wanda, I thought. But apparently.
What a wonderful gesture.
Cool. Oh, sweet. She's going to go. We have a friendship a little bit higher. Summon Charlie. We'll keep that in the back for a little bit. Magneto. But oh, okay.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission.
Oh, cool.
Here I go, stirring up trouble. Feels like old times.
Good. Wanda and Agatha getting to finally talk. I'm okay with this.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
So let's do it.
And she probably won't be going out to get her paper, so can you collect the Daily Bugles and bring them in? Maybe check to see if they're running any Spider-Man headlines.
Do something easy.
I can't say when I'm coming back.
Hydra mystics
so
are opening a
this
gate.
is
You've
not
got
gonna
to
be
stop
too
them.
easy.
There's no telling what might emerge.
They're not all that interested in anyone else.
You have earned this. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Good one.
Consumes all heroes do damage from enemies, but then one for each heroes. Bad.
You're not strong.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call forth.
They must know my reputation.
Let's see.
give it a whirl. Isn't Dr. Faustus wanted for war crimes? Huh, you guys might be accessories, you know?
Oh, they were a little bit lower. Okay.
The strength of chaos energy.
Blink and you'll miss it.
I wish my spells were as easy to come up with.
That's one mystic out.
One mistake.
They're calling something forth. You need to stop them.
I'm flattered to have held their attention.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
We're in trouble now. That wasn't bad. Let's try this.
I can handle it.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
Let's see. Wanted to see if we could
Not good.
get the free card, but
They finally got me.
From the rift, her blessing emerges.
Not easily distracted, eh?
Time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
Here's one for ya.
Your fate
Hydra's in control of the situation.
And endure pain. I will never move.
I will make you suffer. That should help. They will not last much.
Make this easy on both of us.
Two cards remaining. So how can we use this? That's not clear.
Weak, even for Hydra.
What's your range on?
You make this too easy.
Oh, that's nice.
Your actions have consequences. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh, we are loose.
We can wait no more.
Oh, you got a shield back.
Go ahead, try it. Going for it.
She will sustain us.
He needs more than I do.
Promised blood is here.
That's not enough.
Time for the real
Ready to do this or what?
Yeah.
Your time has come.
We grow weak.
You are lucky to still be breathing. Servants of Lilith.
There we go.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it.
That took a little bit. Alright, well, we're going to stop the episode there, and I will catch you in the next one.